Yo, what's up everyone? We all know the feeling. You click a link and then you wait. That spinning loading icon? No one's got time for that. Is your website loading too slowly? You could be losing visitors and hurting your SEO rankings. In this video, I'm going to break down some simple, actionable tips to get your website running like a rocket ship. We're talking lightning-fast load times in just 5 minutes. Whether you're a coding pro or just starting out, these tweaks can make a huge difference. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in. Alright, let's talk images. They're often the biggest culprit behind slow websites. Large image files are like trying to cram a 4K movie down a tiny pipe. Compression is key. Tools like TinyPng or Squoosh are your best friends. They shrink file sizes without noticeable loss in quality. Your users won't notice, but their browsers will. Consider next-gen formats like WebP or AVIF. They deliver the same quality at a fraction of the size. Next up, let's talk about caching. It's like having a cheat code for your website. Browsers store parts of your site locally. So next time they visit, boom, instant load. Remember a site loading in a blink? That was caching magic. Add caching headers in your server settings. On WordPress, use plugins like W3 Total Cache. Caching drastically reduces load times, especially for returning visitors. It makes browsing buttery smooth. Okay, now let's get a little bit techie. We're talking about minifying your code. Think of your website's code like a messy room. It might work, but it's full of clutter, right? Minifying is like tidying up that code. We're talking about removing unnecessary spaces, comments, and characters that have built up over time. Don't worry, this doesn't change how your website actually functions. It's just making it leaner and meaner. There are tons of tools out there to help you with this, like Cursor for JavaScript. You can even find online minifiers that do the job in seconds. And for all my developer friends, automate this process with a build tool like Webpack. Alright, next up we're talking content delivery networks or CDNs. This one's a game changer, especially if you have a global audience. Imagine your website's files are like a delicious pizza. A CDN is like having multiple pizza delivery places all over the world. Instead of everyone ordering from one central location, a CDN stores copies of your website on servers across the globe. This means faster delivery, lower latency, and a much smoother experience for everyone. Cloudflare and AWS CloudFront are great starting points, and some hosting services even include CDNs in their plans. Don't forget mobile optimization. These days, more than half of all web traffic comes from mobile devices. That means if your website isn't optimized for smartphones, you're ignoring a huge chunk of your potential audience. First things first, responsive design is key. Your website should adapt seamlessly to any screen size, whether it's a massive monitor or a tiny phone. Test your site using Google's mobile-friendly test tool. It'll give you a good sense of where you stand. And if you've got a blog or content-heavy site, consider enabling AMP or accelerated mobile pages. It's basically a stripped-down version of your site that loads lightning fast on mobile devices. Keep those HTTP requests in check. Every time someone visits your website, their browser makes requests to fetch elements, images, scripts, style sheets. Too many requests can slow things down. Imagine placing 50 separate orders at a fast food place. It's going to take a while, right? So how do we streamline this? Combine your CSS and JavaScript files. This reduces the number of requests. Lazy loading is your best friend. Load images and videos only when needed. Test, analyze, and optimize. Website optimization is an ongoing process. Think of it like working out. You gotta keep at it to see those gains. Luckily, there are some awesome tools out there to help you track your progress. Google PageSpeed Insights is a classic. It gives you a detailed performance breakdown and even offers personalized suggestions for improvement. Another favorite of mine is GTmetrix. This one lets you compare your website's performance against competitors. Run your site through these tools regularly, experiment with different optimizations, and see what works best for you. Once you've made some tweaks, drop your page speed scores down in the comments. Let's see those numbers climb. Outrow speed up your site, level up your web experience. To recap, compress your images, enable caching, minify your code, use a CDN, optimize for mobile, and reduce HTTP requests. These are just a few key things you can do to take your website from slow and sluggish to blazing fast. Want more tips like this? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. We're on a mission to make the web a faster, smoother, and more enjoyable place for everyone. So start optimizing today.